At 4:45 in the morning in California, Chief Sergeant Yin is already standing at attention. He runs one of the most successful boot camps in the United States. A boot camp is a recovery program supervised by professional soldiers. Sergeant Yin and his team are responsible for helping 133 young people get back on track. This morning's operation is called Shark Attack, a fierce wake-up call designed to establish control and discipline. During Shark Attack, recruits are awakened abruptly to remind them that this is their new world, one where the staff hold all authority. The signal for Shark Attack is given, and teams in the dormitories spring into action. The new recruits arrive the day before and are still sleeping. It's their first wake-up call, and it's brutal. The intensity continues as the recruits are ordered to get out of bed, jump, and assemble quickly. The purpose of this technique to increase stress levels and reinforce the sergeant's authority is clear. It's harsh, but effective discipline. Any hesitation or disobedience results in immediate punishment. Sergeant Yin's right-hand woman, Sergeant Brown, is one of the few women in charge of the boys. Despite the gender difference, no one protests her authority. With 19 boot camps under his belt, Sergeant Yin quickly assesses the new recruits. He notes that they are motivated, eager to follow instructions, and ready for the challenge. The environment is strict. There are even electroshock sessions for the girls, separated from the boys. The program caters to both genders, but maintains separation for discipline and safety. The town of Stockton, where the camp is located, has a population of 300, and is about an hour and a half from San Francisco. Unlike Silicon Valley's wealthy suburbs, Stockton faces high unemployment, twice the national average, and economic hardship. The boot camp aims to serve troubled teens from this isolated area, helping them reconnect with society. Most of these young individuals, between 16 and 18 years old, come from backgrounds of poverty, often marred by drugs and violence. They have failed academically and, in many cases, fallen into delinquency. They choose to live away from their past influences, cut off from the temptations and dangers of their former lives for 5.5 months. Their goal is to embrace education, gain new opportunities, and create a future. For example, Cheyenne, one of the recruits, sees this boot camp as her last chance to turn her life around. She has a criminal record due to car thefts and hit-and-run offenses. Her court case hinges on her completing the program and earning her high school diploma. Martis, another participant, was abandoned at birth and raised in an abusive household. She was kicked out of her foster home and ended up in a shelter. She didn't realize she was pregnant until later. Now she's trying to get her life together for her daughter Raina, who was born a year ago. Martis is committed to doing better. Nicholas, 18, is the oldest in his group. He has become reclusive, addicted to video games, and has avoided social interaction since childhood. His mother enrolled him in boot camp as a last resort. Nicholas admits he'd rather be home. Feeling stuck and uncertain about his future, the young people follow orders from approximately 20 Army sergeants, including Sergeant Yin, a former Iraqi and Afghan war veteran. Sergeant Yin is determined to push them hard, believing that suffering leads to growth. Sergeant Brown commands with an iron hand, maintaining discipline during the 5.5 months of training. The camp's philosophy is simple. Control is regained through discipline and structured routine. Recruits are not permitted to wear civilian clothes or use phones during the initial phase. They undergo rigorous daily routines, including physical training, classroom education, and strict rules about respect and obedience. One of the most challenging aspects is the emotional toll. Marisol, a 17-year-old, shares how tough her day has been. She finds it difficult to handle the yelling and strict discipline. She's been in long-term foster care and is desperate to improve her circumstances. Despite the hardships, she's determined to succeed to avoid losing her daughter Raina. The camp also includes educational elements, such as learning math and participating in team activities. For example, during physical training, Nicholas overcomes a challenging obstacle thanks to his teammates' support. His main motivation is to leave the camp and reclaim his life outside. Sergeant Yin's team constantly monitors the recruits' health and safety, especially during intense physical activities. For example, they are aware of a young boy suffering from asthma who nearly has an attack. Staff step in to assist, prioritizing medical needs over strict discipline when necessary. After 2 weeks, the atmosphere begins to shift. Recruits gain confidence, and the program introduces more autonomy. They start taking responsibility for commands, and their behavior during activities improves. They understand the importance of teamwork and discipline they learn.